But, you know, in his 6 different stops, they've all kind of been program changers. There's Andy Jackson, who is in street clothes here this afternoon, out for precautionary reasons. They expect to have her back on Friday when Purdue comes calling here at the Devaney Center. Rebecca Alec runs the middle, point early for Nebraska.
Establishing the middle right from the get-go. Riley finds Becca. Becca's doing a great job in that transition, making herself eligible.
Olivia Malk now to serve for the Huskers. Run the middle, good swing and the kill in the middle by Gracie Gibson. Gibson out of San Antonio, Texas.
Gibson sliding away from that setter a little bit into between the gap of the 2 blockers and sneaks it through.
Gracie hitting .358 on the year. Pushed outside, Harper Murray with her first swing. And the kill for Harper, she's 1 for 1.
Harper's really kind of stepped things up lately with her attack. She's been very aggressive, making some great shots, been confident up there at the net, swinging hard and aggressive.
Leads Nebraska, averaging more than 3 kills per set. Tip there, Rodriguez covers. Behind, here's Beeson's first swing, and Nebraska on fire here early. They're back.
Burghardt really is a phenomenal tool hitter. She knows what she has in front of her and hits very intentional. Look at using that outside hand. You can see her body finishes through towards the out of bounds. Talk about finishing right there, Layla Blackwell. Great turn, take that ball to that setter side of the court, and that quick transition and that quick attack.
Blackwell getting the start with Andy Jackson being out for precautionary reasons. Layla has been playing well, hitting .450 on the year when she's had her opportunities. She's shown the high-level player that she is, the transfer out of San Diego. And there is that freshman from Hawaii, Malu Garcia.
Malu was the freshman player of the week in the conference as well. She had an outstanding first week in conference play, but she really is their go-to girl. They use her a lot. She's got a lefty swinging on that right side. She'll swing from the back row. She's a really dynamic player, really fit in right away.
150 kills on the year is just a freshman. That leads Iowa. For Garcia, she'll push that across. Riley, a lot of options. She'll go on the slide. And Layla Blackwell with another kill.
I love Layla coming around on that backside and again, splitting the blockers, having to work them pin to pin, but she's doing a nice job getting it and finding the holes in the weak area of the block.
Served by Harper Murray. A little bit too tight to the net to handle, and Blackwell puts it down.
Got to be up in that base position. Blackwell was there, hands high, ready for that ball as it came right up to her quickly.
One of the things that has plagued Nebraska in previous years is playing to the level of competition. Obviously, Iowa much improved this year, 2-1 currently in the Big Ten Conference, but not at the level of Nebraska. And early on, we're seeing Nebraska playing at a very high level, hitting above, you know, almost 700.
Right, and that's a mindset, you know, and a focus as they come out. And again, if a team is playing at a slower tempo, that is sometimes an adjustment. You're used to playing and practicing every day at that fast pace. That's just being very intentional, knowing your scouting report, knowing we got to pause and hold a little bit longer on the blocks, etc.
Another swing and another kill for Layla Blackwell. She is 3 for 3.
Blackwell is just doing a fantastic job. She's really good about coming around on the backside, but this shot down the line, that deep back corner, very difficult for her opponent to pick up.
You wonder why, you know, Layla Blackwell came from San Diego, was part of that Final Four team. Why would she come and play behind Rebecca Alec, Andy Jackson? She said she loved that experience, being in the Final Four. She loved the competitive. She loved being at the highest level and wanted to experience that again. One of the reasons she chose to come to Nebraska, knowing she'd probably have an opportunity to make a run.
Right, and the other thing is, Ani Evans, who was a Nebraska player, went and played with her, and Ani spoke very highly of her experience here, and she really said, I want to be a part of that. I want to experience some of those same things too. Again, the culture of Nebraska volleyball. So a couple things I think were a big draw, but I love her intention to play at high level, try and get back there and be a part of a team and play a role.
And from Nebraska's perspective, right, it adds depth at a position where they struggled last year to have depth when they had an injury. Remember, Rebecca Alec went out for a while last year, struggled in that middle when she was out, but now you have someone the quality of Layla Blackwell able to step in while, you know, Jackson is feeling.
Yeah, is on the sideline at this point. And so, and she's fit in seamlessly. And as I think the key that you mentioned earlier, when she's had her opportunities, she has excelled, and she has done exactly what you want that next person in line who's getting that opportunity to be on the court to be ready and make a difference.
Nebraska's middles right now combined 5 swings, 5 kills. Pretty good for those 2 middles for Nebraska.
Absolutely. And middles, getting involved in the offense is just such a huge advantage in the big picture of diversifying your offense and keeping the block honest.
Landfair yet to pick up a kill. She's had a couple of swings, but also 2 errors on those swings. Jenna Meitzler is setting for Iowa. She serves now.
True freshman.
And another block on that right side. Good block by Malu Garcia.
Garcia is also a great blocker. She does a nice job. She is a lefty, so her dominant hand, you know, she's up there and being strong and pushing solid.
Good pass. And quick. Nebraska's middles now 6 for 6.
Nebraska is truly clicking in their timing with the middles. Rebecca is coming in front with most of her attacks, and we've seen Blackwell come around on the backside, so the middle blockers have to really recognize that and make sure they're kind of keying in and sliding and keeping track of the 2 middles and the variations of the attack point.
And another swing and a kill from that right side. Malu Garcia, the lefty, playing on the right side. What an advantage.
And I'm so impressed with her confidence. I mean, she's out there, she's being aggressive. I've had a chance to see her play a couple other matches. She steps out there and has just done a tremendous job in the lineup and doing great things for this team. Like you said, leading offensively.
Good up by Lombardi in the back. And then a kill for Urquhart again. And the Hawkeyes have evened it at 10 here in the first set.
And Urquhart, big fist pump on that. She's usually pretty chill. That face that you see now, she doesn't change that expression very often. So she knows that's a big deal, and excited and leading this team.
Hawkeyes right now hitting .462 as Merritt Beeson picks up her 3rd kill.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Programs, and so the opportunity to be a part of that build.
Winningstall on the slide there, not down. Outside, pushed over by Landfair. On the back row, good up by Choboy on a tough swing from Garcia. And then set right back as Murray is blocked out of the back row.
Back row attacks, but Iowa did a great job getting a triple block up on Harper Murray. Look at that. Took a lot of the angles away and sealed it up there by Urquhart.
Blackwell went down the line, got the touch, and Layla Blackwell.
I'm going to say great job there by Layla Blackwell to take that short shot. Okay, the serve came over short, but then she got immediately in position to come back and be aggressive. And I also like that Bergen Riley fed it right back to her. Most people are going to think, oh, they're not going to go to her. She just passed that ball as a middle. Great decision and great confidence.
Winningstall again. Big by Kennedy Orr. Landfair still looking for her first kill. On the slide, Rebecca Alec. Was there a touch? Officials are getting together. Was there a touch? Was there a touch? Yes, there was. And we may have a challenge here from Jim Barnes. Although the players aren't saying challenge.
Yeah.
So the players must have known they touched.
Yep. There was really no body language indicating that there was not a touch.
Must have gone off Gabby Deary's left arm. Back row. Good up by Choboy. Garcia with another heavy swing.
Great job to save that. That was a tough ball.
The block is wide off of the hands of Bergen Riley. So Geary with another kill. Gabby Deary out of Burlington.
Deary is one of those players that too can be very terminal up there. So Nebraska's going to need to key in on her as she's in the line up in that front row.
Alyssa Worden down into the game to serve. And Worden's serve just misses that back line.
That's one of the things, you know, Iowa has really been focusing on is being a tough serving team this year and really making you as an opponent, like in this case, yes, that was out, but they're forcing you to make that call on it and really keeping the pressure on with the serve. Nebraska going right at her card here, trying to keep that pressure on, as we talked about, leading into a situation where the blockers could release and be there in front of the attack.
Well, at one point, this was a 10-10 set number one. Nebraska has gone on a 12-4 run. Back row, tip. Rodriguez flies in to keep it up. Beeson is dug by Urquhart. Pushed back over, kept alive. And the Huskers now 2 away.
Urquhart would love to have that one back. That is very uncharacteristic for her. And good to see her laughing it off. Moving on, next play.
You saw the eye roll.
Yep. She's really, Coach Barnes says she is the glue for this team. And you can see again, she actually exhibits what you know, you got freshmen out on the court. You know what? Goofy things happen sometimes.
Landfair. Good dig there by Urquhart. The tip try. Oh, from the ground. Got it out.
Love the shot.
Court swing. Wow, what an angle by Beeson.
That is an incredible shot, and really the only shot she had other than using the block. Great defense leads to great offense and points. Look at Beeson finish this. She just had that sliver along the tape.
Set point for Nebraska. Nebraska's Rebecca Alec is called in the net. Point for the Hawkeyes. Set point number 2 upcoming. Here's another tendency we've seen this year out of Nebraska. Takes them a few set points to close things out, right?
Yep. It doesn't happen very often on that first try.
Set right back. Riley goes back to Beeson again. Encore pulled inside, took a healthy swing, and got the kill. Urquhart out of Virginia Beach, Virginia, the transfer from Tulane.
Yep, her 5th kill, hitting .444. She actually, as the conference play, has really stepped it up.
3rd set point. And Rebecca Alec with the dunk. And Jim Barnes wondering if there was a touch on that one that went into the net. I was wondering the same. There's no challenge. And Nebraska will win set number 1, 25-17. That means good first touch, good setting, running a quick offense. There is the first lead of the match for the Hawkeyes. Olivia Lombardi out of Clive, Iowa. Des Moines Christian High School, just a freshman into serve. Got the touch and gets the kill.
High hand shot using that. She's had some holes. Here she didn't have the holes, so if you got blockers in front of you, it's very intentional. Swing high at those hands.
And another great swing and beats the block again. Malu Garcia.
Malu Garcia, she's just consistent and really very reliable. She's high, got a high contact point, and we talked about being a lefty. She's in her strong hand side and really opens up, sees the court really well.
Tip right in the middle, and another kill for Rebecca Alec.
And as you just kind of watch that whole thing unfold, Alec really working hard in transition to be available and an option. And that's what makes her, she was behind, there she came in front. I mean, just mixing things up and really keeping the middle blockers off balance.
Pushed outside, Urquhart into the block, set back over. Bump set goes right back out to Urquhart, who tried to swipe it off the block, but sit down. And then Nebraska with the quick transition. Blackwell got a hand on it and dumped it into the campfire.
And Blackwell just, that's all she had to do, get her hand on it and get it over there. Both teams were really scrambling, covering, you know, getting scrappy out there on the court. By sending that quick ball over, it doesn't give the defense time to get balanced and ready to play.
Into the net called on the Hawkeyes. That was going to be a tough transition after a really tight pass anyway. Rodriguez continues to serve tough here in the match. She already has one ace.
She's been very effective. It's a little different rotation matchup than in first set.
And another ace. That's 2 aces for Rodriguez, and she now has 10 on the season. Nebraska on a 4-0 run. Tight again, one-handed set. Urquhart saves it. Bump set out to Harper Murray, and Harper Murray makes it a 5-0 Nebraska run.
That all stems from that great serve. Lexi Rodriguez is really putting pressure on Urquhart because she's having to pass and then try and get in and attack. So it's limiting the options here for the Hawkeyes offense, or giving them a situation where Nebraska knows where the ball has to go. There she finds a way, good side out for the Hawkeyes. Urquhart going at the seam and catching a weak spot.
6th kill for Michelle Urquhart. She's hitting .417 now. Back to serve is Garcia. Malu has a high topspin jump serve. That time does not clear the net.
She can get that going and really disrupt some serve receive.
Look at the numbers. The serve certainly looks impressive. The numbers, not so much yet. 5 aces and now 24 errors for Garcia on the season.
Just a lot of inconsistencies yet with that.
Yep. And that one into the net by Malu Garcia, who, as you mentioned, is the current Big Ten Freshman of the Week for the Hawkeyes.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Intermission. We'll have more on this young lady, Kennedy Orr, who's been a staple of this program in her senior year now.
One of the special ones, that's for sure. Another big dig there by Kennedy. Just made 2 great defensive plays.
Over the top of the block, but long by Landfair. Setter back to serve. Meitzler with the serve long.
And with Meitzler in the back row, that brings Garcia back up to the front, their #1 weapon. Really trying to get some offense generated. They are still struggling. They're hitting 0-43 this set. So just really need to get something happening. And right there, Deary, nice swing on the outside, tool off the block.
Gabby Deary, Burlington, Iowa. So now back to serve goes Olivia Lombardi. Service errors for Iowa. That is now their 4th, but they've had a couple here in these last few points, so it stands out a little more, maybe just the 4 that are on the board. Olivia Mauk.
She's just been phenomenal too. Back row, great control of the ball and serve receive.
Look out, says Rebecca Alec.
Alec continues to do great things in this match. That ball fed right up to her. Those are so fun to receive, and just firing it back. And she knows that the setter is sitting right in front of her. She can't go up to block. Therefore, she's got a lot of court to swing at. Garcia again, finding that deep corner shot. Fifth kill there for Garcia. She's hitting right at a little over 100 right now.
The tip is down by Harper Murray. Another shot that she is really, I would say that, but how about a roll shot, her tip shot, her cross-court shot? They've all seemed to improve this year.
Definitely. I think she's really done a great job of the tempo shot in the middle of the court, because she looks like she's going to swing hard, and then she changes that up. But here it's really to the placement, seeing where the defense is. You can tip it over, but sometimes there's a person right there knowing where that open area is. Wow.
Good cross-court shot, Mara Beeson with a kill.
She slices that ball right underneath the block. I love that shot where she takes it across. She's taking it back at the setter on the right side, but it's just so sharp, very difficult to stop.
Off the tape, Rodriguez with her 3rd ace of the match.
She's been dynamite from that service line today. Those serves, serving at that tape, that low flat one, generally fall for a service. If they go over the net, they generally fall for an ace. She knew it right away as it was spinning.
Ran the middle, and Bergen tried to keep it alive. It goes off her hand. The kill for the Hawkeyes. Nice swing by Whittingstall.
Whittingstall here in front. She really likes to go behind if she can and has that option. She does a nice job here hitting at the setter, making her play that ball.
Blackwell in the middle with a commanding kill.
I just love seeing her be successful out on the court. She brings such a positive spirit to this court. She's stepped in and done great things since every opportunity she's had available to her. And that connection has been so sharp too.
Bump right back to Urquhart again, this time a bit off the net. Good up by Mauk. Oh, what a smart play by Riley. I'm not sure if that went off the block or not, but Riley tips that deep corner for a kill.
Offensive-minded setter, knowing where things are, what areas are open. And you can see the defenders are all moving across the court away from that, and she pushes it to the corner.
Set point here in the second for the Huskers. Huskers in the net, point for Iowa. Urquhart now back to serve. This will be the second set point for the Huskers. And the kill and the set for Nebraska.
Lexi leads this team in a lot of different ways, and again, we've talked, even though she maybe hasn't had a ton of aces, she really causes problems for serve receive. May not always be an ace, but it is pressure.
Service error to lead it off for the Hawkeyes. Mauk in now to serve for Nebraska. Good choices up front for Bergen Riley in this rotation. You got Rebecca Alec, Merritt Beeson, Harper Murray. Pretty good rotation here for the Huskers.
Got the full deck up there.
And a kill off of the hands by Gracie Gibson, the middle out of San Antonio.
She too a transfer from Lafayette. Played 4 seasons there and joined this Hawkeye squad.
There's the freshman Jamie Marquardt, not to be confused with Urquhart. Urquhart and a Marquardt, and the Huskers have a Rebecca Alec.
Who had great vision there. Seen where the blockers were, turned it, sliced it right off the edge.
Never seen that guy on TV during a Nebraska volleyball. No, I'm not sure.
A unique individual sighting. First time on the air.
Oh, great hustle by Iowa to go into the first row to keep that one alive. Free ball here for Nebraska. Beeson did not clear the tape.
Cut it too sharp. We talked about that great cut shot she made earlier. Taking it across her body there was just a little sharp and didn't clear. Harper did a great job getting that platform, pushing that back into the court.
Goes right back to Beeson after the hitting error, and Beeson cleans it up.
And just Riley will do that, you know, and that just instills the confidence and shows that she has confidence in her hitters. And again, they know that as an attacker, she believes in me.
Zone 5 is what Coach Cook called. That would be Urquhart. They go right to her. Then slide the other way, goes off the block. Harper Murray with a block touch on the swing by Garcia. Then the slide by Blackwell. The tip, spin by Urquhart. Kept it alive. Free ball. And Layla Blackwell with another kill.
Highlight of the day's performance by Layla Blackwell. She's just doing a tremendous job in transition and seeing what's in front of her. And she's making those big shots, seeing what's available and finishing it.
Layla's mom, Nicole, played volleyball at Georgetown. Competed in the old AVP. And another point for the Huskers as it doesn't get back across the net. Big Ten no stranger to Layla. She started her career at Indiana. She was at Indiana for a year, transferred to San Diego, made that run to the Final Four with San Diego, and now finds herself in her final year of collegiate volleyball in Lincoln. Good block touch there. the big block by Blackwell.
Just phenomenal work here. Just on the block, good footwork, and then being up strong. You saw that outside hand, which is the seam area of the court, really pushing to the middle. Great execution.
Led Indiana in her freshman year with .94 blocks per set. She was a leader in that category for the Hoosiers. WCC first team all-conference 3 consecutive years was Blackwell. 21, 22, and 23, as you see Urquhart with the kill.
And back to Blackwell, she's averaging 1.27 blocks per set coming into this match. And we've seen her have a great performance here today to add to those numbers, as well as her offensive performance.
I don't think I've seen that. I mean, I've seen it in practice. I don't think I've ever seen that in a match. I don't know if you noticed that. I don't know if you noticed that at home, but the ball on the serve stuck right between the antenna and the tape.
So suspended, wedged in there.
Good quick run. That's good tempo on that ball out to Urquhart on that left pin, and she put it away. Urquhart now with 9 kills to lead the Hawkeyes. She'll go back to serve.
Just that added pace on the ball really puts pressure on the blockers to close and gives an advantage to the attacker.
Back row, Beeson. Oh, the angle, and just caught that line.
Took a little bit off. Normally she comes in barreling and really driving through that ball. She took a little bit off, but used that wrist to control and direct it to that right back corner. Wow, great location, great execution.
On the slide. Between the blocks, she just beat the block there. Whittingstall with another kill.
And that's her best shot, coming around behind and just being aggressive. She explodes and pops up off that 1 foot as she comes around behind. And you can see the power that she has in that swing.
Urquhart, Whittingstall, Garcia all been very effective for the Hawkeyes. The hitting percentage of Whittingstall outstanding, .455 for the middle. There is Krause. Lindsay Krause, 1 swing, 1 kill.
Rodriguez, just a great pass here, and also Becca Alec for being so court aware and watching that ball. But I love that big strong swing and confidence in Lindsay as she comes out here and gets her first swing and kill.
Out of system. Back row swing is not down by Malo Garcia. Malo out of Honolulu High School in Hilo, Hawaii.
So why do you go from
island.
Hawaii to Iowa? I'd love to hear her recruiting experience and what drew her.
Yeah, I think what I've been told is the scenery and just the the general beauty of the area.
Diversified offense and effective offense. Riley's running it right now.
Uh-oh.
That's trouble. She had so much space there. That could have been dangerous. But look at that. Blockers can't close, but the middles are staying with Nebraska's middles. And so that's leaving Beeson open on that backside, or at least having a nice big hole. Action and reaction, they all kind of lend advantages.
And the ace. Another ace for Nebraska. That is number 6. Bergen Riley now with 12 on the season.
Look at the movement on that ball as it's coming and drops quick right in front of Eckhart. Eckhart's really being pushed with Nebraska's focusing on her, keeping her under pressure with their serve.
Good timing there, and the kill by the middle, Gracie Gibson. Great set by Meitzler.
Yep. And again, Gibson right on top of that ball. Just good connection there. Meitzler, as we mentioned, kind of took on the starting role and just still a freshman learning how to find the ball or get the ball to her hitters when they need it and where.
First hitting error for a Nebraska middle, and Rebecca Alec was just wide. Tried to paint the line, just missed it. Good pass by Chobo. And Krause beat that block.
And again, Bergen Riley is running a phenomenal offense here. She's reading the block. The block has no choice but stay with Nebraska's middles. And because they're staying with the middles, they are not closing, particularly behind, and really giving that backside hitter a free court to swing at. Good turn there by Gibson. Gracie Gibson takes that ball and turns it back to the right side out of that quick transition.
Marquardt now back to serve for Iowa. Freshman out of Libertyville, Illinois, Libertyville High School. Alec wide again.
Yep, just a little bit, trying for that far sideline. The middles are working to paint those sidelines, not get at a hitter, but on the edges. She's just missed the mark a couple times. But again, complete clean game up to this point.
Good hustle by Mauk.
And right on the spot.
Big block. Gibson shuts down Harper Murray.
Nope, actually.
Oh, it landed on.
Yep, down the front of them.
How about that?
Hands there, but down the front. But a great up there to start that by Mauk. I mean, coming all the way from the back, right inside that 10-foot line.
5 kills for Harper Murray. That time it was a kill for Gibson.
Again, she takes that turn. She's taking that ball and turning it off to her left to the right side, right back of Nebraska. She's had 2 shots in that same location for a kill.
The block right at the net by Whittingstall. And Whittingstall point for the Hawkeyes.
And they're creeping in, 11 to 15 here. A nice little stretch.
And another tip. Was it down? No, great pancake up.
I believe that was Meitzler.
And that time, Harper Murray says no tipping.
Yep. Enough of that. Let's take care of business. I love, again, that heat she puts on the ball. And she just slices it. You can see, look at that sharp angle. Takes it hard to the middle. She's just doing a great job diversifying, you know, with her shots. A lot of mixing up, keeping defense off balance. Showing a lot of shots.
Murray off the top of the block, but not down. And Urquhart from that left pin gets another kill. She's up to 10, double digits now for Urquhart.
Block wasn't quite there. You can see Blackwell just a little behind. Didn't get it closed up or hands up quick enough. Urquhart finishes it.
Good diving up there by the Hawkeyes. Urquhart with the tip. There's the back over that little roll shot.
I just love Harper Murray mixing things up. It's good to see her out there using a lot of different types of shots, different tempos. And again, there, Olivia Mauk down on her knees, popping that ball out to Murray. Players just stepping in and taking the ball they get and doing something positive with it.
Bump set from the knees, yeah. And there's another ace for Nebraska. That is now 7 aces for Nebraska, 1 for the Hawkeyes.
And that's a tough ball. You can see that angle of the ball going off the court. You've got to really get your body behind that, your platform behind, and keep it in.
go line, no touch, point Nebraska.
I like the thinking there of Earhart going down the line, but she just misses her mark. Swings wide.
Team USA member, so she trails only those two. You know, Rodriguez this year is averaging 13 digs per match on the season. Now that only 4 of Nebraska's 14 matches have gone more than 3 sets, so take that into consideration, right? But at this rate, as Nebraska's on a 4-0 run, on this rate, she would finish the year about 60 digs shy of the record of Justine Wong-Orantes. Now that doesn't take into consideration postseason play. So that's how close it is for her overtaking the #1 spot all time in digs at Nebraska. She's gonna pick it up a little bit, maybe need some 5-setters to help her out.
Yeah,
and then also
take some long matches.
right, and then also go deep into the tournament. But she's certainly right there. She gets another dig there for the Huskers. Tipped there by, and the kill by Krause.
Well, she is definitely a phenomenal player out there and just fun to watch. And I know, again, she is in high company when you're talking, you know, Justine Wong-Orantes, Caleb Anworth. And that's a name a lot of people will not forget for a long time either, is Lexi Rodriguez.
Tried to go short corner, almost worked. It was open. I don't think BC would have got there, but didn't clear the net on the push by Malu Garcia.
And Garcia, great view of the court. 3 blockers in. That means those upper little short spots along the tape or along the pins are wide open as the defense is deep. So good vision. A freshman, like we said, she's going to be a good one. Is a good one already.
Good kill, number 11 by Michelle Urquhart. That ends Nebraska's 6-0 run. And the Huskers just 3 away here from the sweep. Krause off the block and another kill. Lindsey Krause off the bench has done well. She is now 5 kills, 5 swings, hitting 1,000.
That's exactly, you know, you get your opportunities. We've talked about Layla Blackwell taking advantage of her opportunities. Same thing here with Krause.
Crowd cheering for Maisie Bozinger, who's into the game now for Nebraska. Bozinger, serve specialist from Hickman, Nebraska, Norris High School. Straight up back row. Krause from off the net. Diving up by Gallus. Back though, Beeson. Gallus is there again. Sends it back over. Good job by Alec to keep that alive.
If you're not up for the block, then you got to do a defensive play, and that's what she did.
And Wigginstall shut down by Lindsey Krause, and Nebraska has match point in Lincoln. Back row, big block for Rebecca Alec, and Nebraska closes it down with the defense, and they sweep the Iowa Hawkeyes.